Okay, so this is some hair from ALIPEARL. She has an 18, 20, 22 with the 5x5 closure. I'm just opening it up and showing you guys the bundles. They are thick. The hair feels pretty good to touch and everything. So I actually like working with ALIPEARL hair and lace when I have clients who bring me the hair. So it's no problem. I actually like the hair. I'm just showing you guys, this is the nape, like this is the back. You see the part where the head is launched out more, that's the back of the thing. We're going to put the cap on. Ooh, that was fast. And then we're going to put the cap on, and then now we're going to pin down the lace closure. I make sure I'm stretching the lace closure as far as I can stretch it because I want it super duper flat. So I'm going to pin it down on all four corners in the back as you see me doing it right there. And I'm using T-pins to pin it down. And that's how we're going to do that. And I pin down the middle, and I'm just going to show you guys all around. Now we're going to take a metallic paint marker, and I'm going to draw and trace around the entire outline of the lace closure. This is what you're going to do because we're not sewing the closure down first. The whips are going to go first. So just trace around that. Now you're going to see me drawing lines around. This is the map into how we're going to sew the whips onto the cap. So you're just going to basically work around the entire lace closure. Just keep going and keep going and keep going. And you see my lines, that's exactly how we're going to do it. Just keep tracing around the closure until you get up close to it. Excuse me, I'll be drawing on my sewing machine. But basically my settings are on a zigzag stitch. And when I first start off, I have my width all the way to the highest, which is 5. And my length to the shortest, which is like 2. I don't like the length, but I like mine wide. See, it's on 5. And I like my length of them really short. So we're just going to hop right into the bundles. I'm going to take the bundles apart, and we are going to double up to ensure that they fit, all of them fit onto the cap. We want her wig full, and we want to use all her bundles. And personally, I know how to gauge. Like, these are some really thick webs, so I know I'm going to have to double up 2 bundles. And right here, I'm just going to show you how we do that. We're going to leave them doubled up. And I always start from the inside and work my way out because it's already like a fold on the inside. So we're going to put it in there, double, and you just see me double. It's a cross stitch. Oh, what is it called? It's a zigzag stitch that is set on. And you're just going to see me feed it through the machine, and it's going to be doubled up at the weft. So we're just like keeping it sewed together as if like you're doing a sewing. You're doubling up the wefts as you sew. We're going to do that prior to putting it on the cap. And I'm just showing you guys, how that goes. And eventually you'll get faster. Like I'm trying to show you guys right now without, going too fast. But eventually you'll just get the hang of it and you'll just be able to just guide it through there like that. So, yeah. And after we've done that, it's now going to be time to start sewing onto the cap. And those lines that you see, we're going to trace the bundles onto that. We're going to follow that line and sew on top of that. So, you're just going to see me take a bundle and start on the back side. And I'm just going to feed that through the machine. We're going to start from the back of the nape of the neck. Put the track on top of that line. And we're going to sew straight through that. Like straight on top of that. So be sure to back stitch that first. Like when you first start and when you're ending your wefts. You see me hold that button and it's going to like go backwards one good time on top of the machine. Or whatever. You're going to see me back stitch. So like, I'm going to end it off right here. Then we're going to go back a little bit right there and come back in. And it's going to secure the hair and the wefts. And I cut off, like I cut my wefts with this. Sometimes I can flip them, but I feel like it's flatter when you cut it. So it's pretty flat when you flip them over, but it's flatter when you cut it. So I just keep, using this technique or whatnot, especially when doing a frontal. But we're going to get into a frontal next video. So we're almost done with the construction of the wig itself. Now we're going to take that closure again and pin it back into where we traced it at. And it should fit like a glove onto it. Like it should fit like perfectly. Like the wefts should be almost touching the closure. But you're going to do that. And when we do that, we're going to hand stitch the closure. I always hand stitch my closures on. I can. So it's just way messier to sew it on. And it's flatter when you hand stitch it. So I hand stitch my closures on and stuff like that. Now we trying to get this thing on flat. So you just see me taking like parting out like around the edges, and I'm taking a hot comb and like where the track and the closure meets. If you get what I'm saying, like that little hump of hair that's around the stitching of the closure. You're going to part that off, and you're just going to hot comb that down so your closure is super duper flat. That just helps a lot. That's my personal preference. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I do feel that makes it way flatter. So now it's time to start customizing this bad baby. Let's get into it. So my client wanted a middle part, so we're just going to do her part in the middle, and we're going to hot comb through the entire closure just to define the part and stuff like that. So we're going to do that, and after we do that, we're going to begin plucking. So before we start doing that, I'm just going to put some mousse on it, to ensure that it is super duper flat. That's just what we're going to do. So, okay, now you're going to see me part off like a front, like I call it like, just like we're going to part off a little part in the front, like basically where the baby hairs would be. And we're going to thin that out, and I'm parting forward. So I pull part the hair, and I pluck towards myself. And then I'm going to also part backwards as well. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to part. You're going to see me part like comb back. Then I'm going to pluck backwards too. Yeah, we're going to do that. Then I'm going to hot comb through again. Yeah, I'm sorry. I love the hot comb, but that's how we just ensure everything is like super flat and really nice looking and stuff. And we're going to repeat that process like 2 or 3 times. If you want to know like when I pluck, I do like 1, 2, 3 pluck. I grab 1, 2, 3 pluck, and I want my hairs like pulled in like triangles. I guess what you call them, in like a little triangle. But I can make a video strictly for plucking, but that's what I do. So we're gonna pluck backwards, and never pluck before you make your part, because sometimes it messes up the part. So like even when I do like frontals, like this is a 5x5 closure, but so even if I do frontals, I'm going to like make my part, then pluck, or whatever. So just a heads up. But you see me parting, then plucking forwards, and then backwards. Forward, then backwards. So that's just going to keep that process too, because you want the hairline to gradually get thinner. You don't want like a big bald spot line of deformation. Dang. Comment the word in the comments if you know what I'm trying to say. Line of demarcation. I figured it out. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do with the plucking, and then I just hot comb back every time after that. My hot comb wasn't as hot, so it didn't I wasn't like putting too much heat on the hair anyways. Now that you're done plucking, done customizing and stuff, I'm just gonna give it one final hot comb through the entire closure, and see that's how it looks plucked and stuff, with the baby hair is pre-cut and all that. And I'm just, combing all the way through, make sure it's flat along the line of where the closure meets the cap. And this is the holy grail, y'all. This is what, this the bomb tip that y'all need. Spray some freeze spray right on top of the hairline in the front, and then hot comb through one last time. And that's going to give your hair, this perfect, I don't know how to explain it, but it just makes, the hair lay super perfect. You hot comb it the direction you want it to sit, and it's going to look great. So I'm just going to drop some pictures and show you how my hair looks after plucking and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how that looks. I still haven't plucked the middle part either as well. I'm going to wait till it gets on her head. And here's the, basically the finished product of after I've customized it. Okay, and so now we're just going to see me. I'm going to spray some flat iron and mist on it, and we're going to do flat iron curls today. So just going to get that together. Here go that hot comb again, y'all. I did not know I used to hot comb that many times, but you just see me hot combing from her roots and stuff, just to ensure it's flat all the way at the scalp as well. And yeah, so after we do that, we're now going to start doing hot comb curls. Not hot comb curls, flat iron curls. We're going to start flat iron curling, and I timed up for me curling it because y'all probably didn't want to really see it. And yeah, so here's me. I was flat iron curling with the flat irons, and I just pinned it up. To hold the heat and stuff like that, because the hair has a little length to it and stuff. So that's what we did. I prefer to do all the styling and stuff off head, because I just prefer to do it off head because it saves a lot of time. All I do is have to bring my client down, slip it on, and good to go. So I do all the styling off head a lot, and that's really it for that. Now I'm just gonna unpin the curls, and I'm gonna run my hands through it after we get done doing it, and it's gonna be time to install. So this is my friend T, and you guys see I already braided her down, and now I'm just giving her a little ball cap area and her closure area and stuff like that. She can't help, she's been ready to be on YouTube. So yeah, you're just gonna see me taking this foundation that's close to her skin tone, and I'm gonna put it on her ball cap, and we're gonna like cut the ball cap, and after we cut the ball cap, it's time to slide the wig on. So yeah. Now I'm finna slide the wig on. I have my clients hold their head down. I also add elastic bands in all my wigs. So yeah. And you see me placing the wig on her head. Again, the baby hairs aren't styled yet. I'm like, face the camera, T. Yeah, so that's what we got on her head. It's not in the middle, but I'm finna move it and pull it to the middle and stuff. This wig is definitely giving me very much scalp vibes. So yes, ma'am. Now it's going to be time to cut the lace, and I'm going to cut in a zigzag rigid motion. You know, we don't want no straight across the forehead. We want it natural as possible. So it's going to be straight across her head in a zigzag motion. And as I'm going to cut the lace, and there you see how it's laying right now. And after we do this, I'm going to actually cut her baby hairs a little bit shorter as well. Because, you know, you don't want no long baby hairs. So after we do that, sorry y'all, I'm in the frame of the camera, but it's kind of hard by the way we're positioned and stuff. So after I do that, it's time to start like swooping her baby hairs. And so you're just going to see me. I use Got to Be Glue when I do edges. Sometimes I use mousse, sometimes I don't. So I'm just going to use the Got to Be Glue gel, and you just see me swooping her edges to my liking, to like what fits her face better. So I'm just doing that. We're almost done, but not yet. And also, I use gel because a lot of clients can't fix their baby hairs on their own, so I'd rather have them show something they don't have to tamper with. But we're not done yet, but we're almost done. And she loves her hair anyway. So we're going to just tie it down now. And I'm going to apply a little mousse through her roots, like the top of her head. Like after I tie it down with with wrapping paper, we're going to put mousse around the edges and the top. And it's just going to mold it and make it whole shape, so she really doesn't have to fumble with it. And that's pretty much it after we do that. And I'm just going to put a blow dryer and a little heat to it, you know, warm it up, set it, and all that stuff. And yeah. Look down.